is everyone?
Hi. Hi, Teresa.
Is that Teresa? Do we have a special guest, Teresa, on my live right now?
Teresa, you look so good.
How's chatting?
Preparing for wedding day?
How's Channing Tatarano?
How's chatting Paypom? How's
just in my bubble?
You know what, Teresa? You're a breath of fresh dookie. Is what you are. That's what you are.
Thank you.
What was it? A fresh breath air.
And you know, Teresa, I hope that you're as raw as a cucumber tonight. I really do. I hope that you bring us all to see.
Freak.
Oh shit.
You just broke the note.
I'm ready to give us a speech before we start, guys. Great speech, John.
So
wonderful.
First off, hi everybody. How's everybody doing tonight?
Hi guys.
This is what we've driven Teddy to do.
Oh, look at this. There he is.
Oh. Is that Louis?
Yeah, there he is.
Is he bare chested?
Louis.
Is Louis bare chested?
He's gone. Yeah. He's going to shower.
Probably hiding in the
closet.
closet.
He's so sneaky, that Louis. Sneaky.
Sneaky. You know what? You know, when we were doing our recap of 90 Day last night, we were talking about the fires and Brooklyn was saying, and I'm like, everything's fine here. And then today I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
It's crazy here in the north. And I just found out that we have fires 15 minutes away in Jackson. I live in Ocean County. Jackson is also in Ocean County. 15 minutes away, and I'm like, this is insane. What's going on with
John? Do you know it's 4,000 acres are burning? 4,000.
Well, we just got told that we might have to evacuate, so that's fun.
Wow.
That's gonna suck.
It's smoggy here. Well, it looks very smoggy.
I'm going down with the ship. I'm not leaving. That's it. That's what I'm doing. So I'm just going down. I'll be like the violin players on the Titanic. Come on, Cody. Let's just keep going. I'll be live. We'll be sinking. We'll be on fire.
Guess what I've got in case I have to evacuate? I've got a.
Where do you pull shit out of? Any
Ixnay on the Ursing K.
Look it. I gotta wrap myself in that. You just
pull things out.
I know, but you have to be prepared if you're gonna
with everything.
Yes.
Anything we talk about, she just whips it out.
Yeah,
she would be great on Let's Make a Deal.
Right? Okay, Teddy, do you have a mustard packet in your purse right now? I'll give you $50 for it. I'll give you $50 for a mustard packet.
I have a deck of cards. That's about it. I have a scrunchie.
But today has been an interesting day for me, to say the least. And despite fires by our house and the Canadian fires that are just putting a general big old blanket of soot and ash and smoke across.
Those bastards.
Well, Teddy, you're Canadian, so it's your fault. And I'm sorry, Teresa.
Yes, this is my fire blanket.
So let me say hi to everybody, and then we'll get started.
With her.
Oh my God, what's going on here?
Okay, Sheila, hello. Oh, well, that didn't work. J Freak, hi. Jewel, hi. Melby, hi. Thank you, Ro.
Thank you, Ro.
J Freak again. Michelle, Ruth Ann, Teddy, Christina B, Melby, Velvet, Barbie.
Ken.
Susie B. Lots of bees. Everyone's a bee. Wicked, hi.
Pipsqueak. I love that name.
Pipsqueak. I'm kind of going fast. There's a lot of chat right now. Pipsqueak. MTT. I finally converted into a Bravo lover. Who finally got Hulu and is now so enthralled in the Housewives, but I'm not an influencer. I don't know what I'm talking about. So I finally got MTT to cross to the other side. You hear that, Andy? Bravo.
Welcome to the dark side.
What else we got? Patricia with a C.
Thank you, Ro, for the super chat. They're going to a very good cause this evening.
Yes.
Yes.
And please, if you're not a member and you'd like to become one, because I'm putting my lives back on members for chat because I have to. And so if you want to become a member, hit the join button next to the subscribe button. And if you'd like to send a Cash App or a Venmo or a PayPal or a Pigeon with money attached to it,
Never
you can send them my
expected,
way.
always appreciated.
Mel B. Thank you, Mel B.
Thank you,
But
Hi,
all
Mel.
the
Allie.
super chats are
Thank
so
you,
appreciated,
Mel.
Hi,
and they
sweet
will be
Sue.
going to a good cause.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, thank you, Mel B. Oh,
Thank you, Mel B.
Woo-hoo, thank you, Mel B.
oh. There we go. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of things coming up in the next couple of weeks, so
Yes.
it'll be very interesting.
Yes.
So,
And if I missed you on the roll call, I'll get you in the chat. Ooh, and I got some exclusive tea that I could share with you guys tonight, but people aren't allowed to talk to me, so whatever. Anywho, let's get into part 2 of this Jersey reunion. It was
Okay.
like, this has been the best season of Jersey ever.
Yeah.
Can we all agree on that?
Yes.
yeah.
We can. I screamed.
Well, Teresa, I would not expect you to agree with it because you're going down.
It's been a very rough year for you, Teresa.
I mean, look at the toll it's taking on Teresa right now. I mean, like, look at her, poor thing.
I mean, Teresa is drunk.
Poor Teresa.
Thank you, Andy.
Don't forget the hand with the hands.
Teddy lives in a world of her own, people. A world of her own.
She's the best. So that's why I keep her around.
Damn straight.
All right, let me do the intro and then we'll get into it.
That one on. He is. He's fabulous. And he's on the inside. Pull that one on. And he's on the inside.
By the way, OC started tonight at 8. Brooklyn, did you find a way to like pencil OC in your schedule?
Can I ask a question? Did everybody else see the intro play?
Huh?
OC
You
is
all
on
saw
right
the
now.
intro play? Okay.
Okay.
What?
The OC is on right now.
Oh,
it started at 8. It
they
started-
got a new intro. It's like things are like cascading down, and like orange. They've got new graphics.
for OC.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, take that up with MTT. She's like my graphic artist. So
Oh, no, I was talking about your intro, John. When you went to it, it was just a frozen screen, so I don't know if they saw the whole video.
Oh, did it freeze the whole time?
Did you guys in the chat see the whole video?
Hold on.
We'll see what they say in the chat.
Do you have Venmo, John?
I do have Venmo.
Are you John Yates 327?
No. Oh God, no. Oh my God, is there someone on Venmo with that name?
No.
Oh no.
I'm asking.
I was like, oh my God, this person is like scamming people.
It's not us.
No, my Venmo.
Yeah, I played.
Venmo and Cash App are American.
No, my Venmo's different.
I
It's oh my God, what is it?
Is it in the chat?
Thanks, guys.
It's in the chat. It's right there in the chat.
Okay.
And it's kind of better than Super Chat because you get all the money, right?
And trust me,
Velvet Pixie put it in a little bit ago.
a lot of stuff's gonna happen in the next.
Thank you, Velvet
couple
Pixie, for
weeks.
doing that.
So,
Like I said, super chats tonight will be going to a very good cause, guys.
a very good cause.
Can you have it
relief-
rolling on the bottom of your screen? Can you have it rolling in the besides where it says join button? That's where I see most people.
Hold
putting
on.
it.
Oh, his Venmo. I know what you mean.
And
I know
Cash
what you mean.
App. Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully, Godzilla won't be leveling Japan much longer. That's all. So let's get into the second part of the reunion. Okay, so Trey. All right, so
Yes.
we start out with that Mel was hanging out with. Wait, what did I write down? Shit. Hanging out with.
Started out with a bunch of
that
Teresa's
Melissa
bullshit.
was hanging out with Joe Giudice's, associates.
Yes.
I mean, it was Caroline, then it was Jacqueline, and then it was Margaret.
I wonder if, like, while she's talking, she realizes I sound like an idiot. Andy's looking at her like, Jacqueline is your source,
And he called her out for it.
but she don't stop. Like when
she's
someone
like,
calls her out, there's no recognition. Like she doesn't even glaze. It's just like a glaze right over it. She don't even care. It's her point, her view, and that's it.
Well, I've been looking at like a lot of, I've been kind of like, I've been a horrible blogger because I've been going through a lot, but I just started now like getting my feet wet again and posting and looking at stuff. And let me tell you, every Bravo page with the exception of Bravo all about the Real Housewives, because they are just Teresa lovers. I'm sure that's probably Teresa's page, but everyone's saying how Melissa is bringing it and how she's making Teresa look like the idiot that she is. And thank God we're all team Melissa here.
Yeah.
And
He's the
Brooklyn
last
Girl,
voice.
when we first started this season, Brooklyn Girl was team Teresa.
I was trying to. What's my favorite thing? Play devil's advocate. See both sides of
the other
coin.
side.
I always say it because I really do, guys. I try to always see both sides. I
But-
ask questions. I try to see. But when Melissa said, you were the one that
Committed
claimed
mortgage fraud.
I said,
Yeah.
go girl. Go.
And
I wasn't.
I did not. My
It
husband
wasn't me
did.
that committed the mortgage fraud. That was my husband. But Teresa, you went to jail for a
You
year.
signed your name, baby.
Like
John
you did.
Hancock all over that
When
shit.
you plead, you take the plea.
Like she is trying so hard to check Melissa and Margaret, and she
Well,
is.
you have Teresa and Jen. You have Teresa and then Jen, her goon, and then you have Danielle, her goon. But I hope. Well, I'll circle back to Danielle because that's my team. So we'll get there in a second. And
But
I
does
mean,
anybody else not think that Jen looks absolutely ridiculous this whole time? Like Andy literally, I don't even think he likes Jen. Every time she
no, he doesn't,
speaks-
because there's a thing going on right now. Because on Twitter, someone said like every time that Andy talks to Jen, it's so disrespectful. I guess she was
True.
on.
every
was on Watch What
time
Happens
that
Live,
Jen
and it was like,
speaks-
well, how much can Andy take her for bullshit? I
every
hope
time
she gets
she
fired.
speaks, he says something funny but derogatory to her or negative. The other one said, Andy, can you make her stop talking? Sure, not a steam.
Okay, Jay Freak. When Teresa said she did her research, I said out loud, Teresa, spell research.
Yeah.
Cody died. He was laughing when I said it. I'm like, you spell research, Teresa.
It honestly bothers me that like these are the people who God has chosen to make millionaires and put on reality TV and make famous. Like she doesn't have two brain cells to rub together to make one.
But
And
she's a New York
that
Times bestseller.
Come
Ghostwriter.
on.
To Teresa with the ghostwriter?
Yeah.
My favorite part, Jackie, that's why I love Jackie so much. I know a lot of people don't like Jackie.
I love
Jackie.
I like her.
Jackie went guns blazing against Teresa the first season she was on, like making fun of her on the reunion, like Teresa, I'm a New York Times best-selling author, and Teresa's like, what, with your ghostwriter? What, Miss Merriam-Webster here? You're and it's so
Teresa's like, who's Merriam-Webster?
I know.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, Teresa said, who's Mary Webstian?
Oh.
You're gonna tell this whole world that you wrote them books, girl? Get it? Come on.
Yeah.
She's so judgmental, and she has such a one-track, one way of thinking brain. And Andy said, like, won't she, like, are you guys ever gonna grow? But he was talking to Teresa. He wasn't talking to Melissa. He's like, are you guys ever gonna like grow from this? You guys never stop.
He has to call them both out.
Right, but he was.
But
Everybody
he
knew
knows
was
because
talking to
eventually he
Teresa.
starts turning that way.
Melissa never sweat. She
No.
never raised her voice. She just stayed monotone, but she made her
Melissa
point.
got like okay, so during when her and Teresa were going back and forth, and he was like, "Shut up, shut up." I'm like, "Oh God, Melissa,
Yeah.
stop. Let Teresa dig that hole." Like,
Right.
that was like the one point. And like, trust me, like, look at me and how I fight people and talk over. Like, I know, what it's like. I mean, fun fact about me and Melissa Gorga, she is exactly 2 days older than me. Her birthday is March 25th, 1979, and March 27th, 1979.
Oh,
So
wow.
me and Melissa are like both Aries to the core.
Babies.
So like, but then like, Teresa's like, but guys, like, I'm my friend Jacqueline Lorena, like, she has all this information. And then Melissa broke out the receipts.
And
I have the text saved from Jacqueline about Teresa right before her and Teresa made good. So let's read this. So this is Jacqueline to Jackie. And like, I was kind of always hoping that Jacqueline would come back because she was the only one that kept Teresa in check. But she lives in Vegas or California or whatever.
Yeah,
so
Was this her way of getting back? Because she says she don't want to be back.
Because they're saying that Jackie and Jacqueline have a friendship because Jackie was an editor at some magazine.
No, she wrote like for the newspaper too, like the Bergen County something like
But they made it sound like it was an editor and she was,
So this is what
more of
Jacqueline
an op-ed type of thing.
Wait, let me find it. Where's the picture? Oh, there it is. So this is what Jacqueline texted Jackie. I know I shouldn't. This is what Melissa read. So I know I shouldn't care, but her arrogance, voice, and the fact that she gets away with too much after being a nasty a-hole bothers me.
Yep.
She is a low-life trash. She is a low-life trash bucket.
Nice, rude.
She's stupid, but also very calculating. Even with her 2 facelifts, eye lift, nose job, shaved forehead, Botox fillers, and new boobs, she is still so ugly and thinks she is a goddess. Laugh out loud. No, I'm not bitter at all. Laugh out loud. Every time I see something on her, it irritates me all over again. And then I had a pause. She's infamous for being a dumb train wreck, and she doesn't get it.
Dumb trainer.
Thank you, Jay Freak.
Thank you, Jay.
Whoa.
I'll give you a single maraca because that's all I have. So there you go. You're gonna get some maraca. Annabelle. There you go.
Thank you, Jay Freak. You're always so generous. You really are.
I
And
just
again,
cut the middleman
all
and I've
going
been
for a
no.
good cause.
Yeah, and you get more.
And this is like one day like before, like, her and Teresa made good. So okay.
So she hated her so much, said so much about her, but the minute her phone rang, she ran to the restaurant for 6 hours.
And the fact is that Jacqueline, why is no one discussing this? That Jacqueline sent that to Jackie, and that Teresa hated Jackie the most.
Yeah.
Like, why didn't Andy say that on
Because
the
the only reason Teresa called Jackie the see you next Tuesday was because of what she said about her daughter.
The analogy about Gia.
Why do you think, first of all, Teresa, see, she's one of those people that because she has no brain cells, when someone's like they're reading the text, but because she has something to say, she's not even hearing the words Melissa's reading off the phone.
Right.
She's
and
thinking
she's
of
not
the next thing to
acknowledging
say.
them.
Why did
Good point.
Dolores
thinking of her
say,
next step.
Melissa, you're going down?
Well, because Dolores knows Jacqueline. So, like,
that
Jacqueline's
bothered
not gonna be
me.
happy that, like,
Be mad
Yeah.
Melissa read that text.
So that bothered me because we understood that, John, but I think most of America doesn't.
Yeah,
And
like
see,
I
Maddie
didn't.
said-
So
I knew right away. It's not like they have this big secret on Melissa and they're dying to say it. Jacqueline knew, oh crap, she's talking about Dolores knew Melissa's talking about Jacqueline. Jacqueline's crazy. and she's gonna go nuts and ham on Melissa now.
And that's why Dolores said sleep with one eye open, because Jacqueline's gonna come. And then
100%.
And then Teresa's also saying, guys, wait, because Jacqueline's gonna go live and
She's
when
gonna
this is
reveal
over.
it all.
Yeah. So that's why that's what Dolores wasn't like coming for Melissa. Dolores was like,
not at all.
Yeah, Dolores was like, sleep with one eye open, because
It's like, it's like if you have a friend,
makes sense.
if you
That
have
didn't
a
make
friend
sense.
who
You wouldn't
you know
normally
is
do
a
that.
fighter, you
Right.
know, and your other friend is instigating, you'll say out loud, "Oh, you're gonna regret that. Oh, you're
Yeah.
going down."
I mean, I hate the fact that they put Dolores on their couch. Like
Yeah.
Dolores,
No.
no. Like
They
I
should have a
cannot
middle
stand that they
chair.
put Dolores on Teresa's side, because
But
she don't
doesn't
belong
she
there.
still ride hard for Teresa though?
No,
No?
not like she
Really?
used
I mean,
to.
I don't see that though.
Yeah,
I don't want her to. I want her
Not
to
like
take a
she
ship and-
used to.
because I really felt like when Teresa was like, okay, I take this back. I don't believe that the Manzos are responsible. I think it's for my brother. And Andy asked her, well, Dolores, what do you think of this? I don't think she went as hard as she could have to been like, that's ridiculous.
Dolores is not Teresa's ride or die anymore. Let's make that clear. Like Dolores is like sick
I
of it.
didn't get that from her. What do you think
Because
about this? Honestly,
going
I
to the end
didn't.
of the episode, Teresa's like, well, Dolores, why didn't you tell me? Teresa was mad.
That is
So,
true.
But you see what happens? Teresa's good with you until you say one thing against her or not in agreement with her. The minute Dolores said what she said, what was that in reference to, John?
What, babe?
When she said, Dolores said, "Yeah, I knew." And Teresa goes, "You didn't tell me. You didn't tell me."
Well, Margaret, Margaret had told Dolores that. Sorry, Margaret had told Dolores that Teresa already knew, and Teresa said, "Yeah, I knew." And Dolores doesn't want to get in the middle. How many times during the course of the reading did Dolores say, "I want no part of this"? Dolores is like in between the rock and the hard place.
But you see what Teresa does? Right away, she's stuck in, "Oh, okay, see,
Yep.
I thought we were better friends than that. Oh, I thought we were better friends than that. I thought you had my back." So this woman has gone hard for you, and you've known her for 35 years.
Since high school.
But because she didn't say one thing. That's the way Teresa is. She's old school Italian, and it pisses me off.
Did you almost say the G word?
She was in, I won't say it, I hate that word. She was in an interview recently with Jen, and they were talking about their friendship, and of course Jen was licking her butt, and they were talking about their friendship, and she says, Jen's like, "We'll be friends forever, right, Teresa? We'll be friends forever." And Teresa goes, "Yeah." It was on her podcast. "Yeah, no, we're good friends, as long as you never turn on me or say anything about me, because then, she goes, "What do you mean? I would never do that." No, I'm just saying. Like, instead of Teresa saying, "Yes, we're great friends, I love you so much,"
Ride or die.
she said straight up, "As long as nothing ever changes and you never talk about me,
Yeah.
she's your friend until you say one thing she don't like."
And what's with this constant oh, well, you don't have the money. Like Teresa, because she lives on 5 acres. Like she's always putting people down. Like, when whose house did she go to? And was it Jen Fessler? Oh, yeah, it was Jen Fessler's house when she had the lunch. And Teresa's like, "Oh, what a cute place." And Jen Fessler's like, "Thank you." And
You
Teresa's
were
like,
in
"Well,
jail,
it's not
Teresa.
5 acres. It's like I have." Like,
You were in jail, Teresa.
Yeah. I think
Clink,
Jen
clink.
Aiden, because that seems like a Jen Aiden type of comment. So I think they're hanging.
oh, well, the Queen of Paramus, of course.
Right. And I think that, that's how Teresa's getting her jab in.
And this is why I can't stand Danielle, because she's Teresa all over again. Because Danielle,
You're not going to like her more with my tea.
she
After all,
tries to
is what I
come
have
off a
say,
little
by the way.
softer. Well, here's the deal. The way they said to her, "Do you think they said?" And Jen just said, "Yes, we set her up in more than so many
No,
words."
let's not get there yet, because that's my tea. Let's not get there yet.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So then we have, then it goes to, Andy's like talking about Rachel and the adoption. So good news for Rachel that she adopted her stepson. you
She
know,
did actually post the sweetest, like, I can shout it from the rooftops now. It was the sweetest video of them together. I like her.
She didn't seem very happy at
Yeah.
the reunion.
I can't with you in that face. I can't.
I just went and fixed this. It was all out of control, so it's better now.
Oh my god. Oh my god, I can't with you. Okay,
I
so
know. It's like, can we like
Is that a must? Do I have a mustache? Menopause.
but you know,
are you eating pineapple?
Loads of it.
Okay.
Good. I'm good.
oh my god, I can't.
Right.
So then, like, you know, Andy had asked Rachel something about, like, you know, the kids and, like, you know, having the two youngins, right? Like, you know, and oh my god, Rachel, I love Rachel for saying this, because I said this on my second live last night about Crazy Amanda and how I really felt about her, because I was getting torn up about, like, my thoughts on Amanda from 90 Day, and I went live and I said this, why I feel the way I do about her. And Rachel was like, listen, because Andy was like, you know, how is it? And Rachel's like, I don't have a nanny and it's hard. And Andy's like, you don't have a nanny? Why?
Yeah.
And, you know, Rachel said, listen, I would rather like pay a cleaning lady or a maid to wash my windows and, you know, clean my house than like have a nanny take care of my children, because you never get that time back. And Andy was like, you're making me feel bad. Like, well,
and she was it was like a sorry not sorry.
Yeah. So
telling her truth.
Let's see if we see Rachel back next season. I don't know.
Holistic, how you been? It's been a hot minute.
Hey, Holistic.
Let me get in there.
And perfectly imperfect. But yeah, I thought it was funny that John is now like into waxing.
John Yates?
No, well, yes, but no.
Oh.
No. I've never been waxed, not once in my entire life.
Why? Not.
You'll have to come over. We'll change that.
Yeah.
Oh, you can wax me. Okay. Well,
of course.
I'll talk to you off screen about what I need done.
If you're watching, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like, send a super chat.
Like.
Yes, all that. Buy my house.
Venmo.
Comment after the live is over.
So then, you know, we go to the part where, like, you know, Andy was talking about Jennifer saying how Rachel had a effed up nose job, right? Hey, Jewel. And, you know, Jennifer was so wrong for that. And then Rachel drops the bomb that, Jennifer had her nose job fixed by Rachel's plastic surgeon.
Oh, but no, he reached out to me to say, you know, you got a bad nose job when someone reaches out to you and says, hey, I can fix your botched nose job. I mean, you know, it's not like, what's his name? Dr. Dubrow and
oh yeah, that guy in
Paul,
California. Heather's husband.
Adrian's ex-husband. What's his name?
Maloof.
Adrian's ex-husband. What was his name? Him and
Maloof. Paul Nasser.
Paul and
it's not like Dr. Nasser.
Yeah.
Come on, guys, that was an easy one.
God, I can't wait for Beverly Hills to start. So I can't wait. So then
just saw a commercial for Luann and Sonia at Crippy Lake, whatever.
Yeah, they're giving them like their own, like, you know, they have like a new spinoff, like they're Paris and Nicole, like doing the Simple Life, like type of thing. Like, yawn. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And I will not watch one episode of the new cast of New York. Don't care.
Yeah.
Nope.
Are they all new? Every single one?
All of them.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a lot.
And nope, I could care less.
That's too bad.
It's almost like I want to protest it. Isn't that horrible?
No, I do too.
When I saw the commercial, I go, no, I'm not doing it.
That show's gonna be canceled again. I mean, like,
and the girls were in an interview and they were like, please give us a chance. And I'm thinking, no chance is given.
Yeah.
And the weird thing about that is that they had one cast member like film the whole season or half the season. I forget her name. and then she quit in the middle of it because she didn't like what was being done. So there's already a lot of like going on with that, but I will not give that episode. Like if I see a commercial for it, I'll fast forward through it because I want nothing to do with
I'm
this.
actually very surprised because like the geniuses at Bravo that created this whole empire,
Andy.
do they really believe that this audience is going to say, okay, I'm up for new people and no one from the past and no storyline that we know and nothing that's familiar?
Yeah.
Okay, so MTT, we will be covering, I guess, only OC now. Like when Beverly Hills start, you bet your sweet ass I'll be covering
That's
it.
not starting until like December.
Yeah,
I thought
it's
they
gonna be
said.
no. I
What
don't.
about Atlanta?
Well, nobody wants to do Atlanta.
I love Atlanta.
Oh, okay. So then we'll start with Atlanta.
Okay. I love Atlanta.
I asked everybody, and they're like,
You didn't ask me.
"Oh, girl, I don't know if I can handle you on Atlanta. I don't know if I can handle you on Atlanta."
That's why you wouldn't let me up last night. You can only handle me once a week. You
I
wouldn't let me
don't
up
know
like
if I can have you on. Like, I don't want to go to jail, and I feel like we might both go there if we.
I was
cover
like,
it.
let me up, let me up.
Cover Atlanta. Atlanta, Kenya is my favorite housewife of all time, so I love Atlanta. And actually, I do love Marlo. Atlanta's good. And
It is good.
you'll
I
never
love it.
see shade with the housewives like you see on Atlanta. I mean,
Yeah.
it's so. Listen,
I wouldn't mind talking about Kim and Croy.
Oh,
Croizan. So covering housewives moving forward, it'll be Jersey's going to end next week, so it'll be I guess OC and then Atlanta, and then whenever Beverly Hills starts, I only watch Jersey, Beverly Hills, OC, and Atlanta. So those are my 4 shows that I cover on Housewives. I don't watch Salt Lake City. I never watched Dallas. I don't watch Miami. Although after watching Girls Trip Part 3, I kind of maybe want to watch Miami.
Miami is really good. That's one of my favorites.
All right. So would you do Miami then? If we Addie, would you cover? Okay.
Yep.
So that means I have to start watching the old episodes of Miami then.
Yeah.
And get caught up.
Scroll back a bit, but
what
yeah.
about Dubai?
No.
No. After the ice in the pool, no.
No.
You know what? I have to tell you, when Beverly Hills comes, I feel like it's going to be so not different, but like, okay, so Erica Jane on Ozempic.
Yeah, but have you seen me done? I love doing Erica Jane. She's like one of my favorites.
Yes, but I'm just saying she's super skinny because she's on Ozempic. Kyle Ozempic, the other one Ozempic. They're all going to be like toothpicks.
So only Dolores is on it.
Who?
Dolores.
Yeah, she's admitted to it.
Yeah, but she was the only one that said.
I saw a Instagram of Monique Samuel. She looked very thin too.
Ozempic.
Yeah, I think he was going to see The Little Mermaid with her.
How do you guys feel about like the Ozempic? Like there's a lot of diabetes patients who all these people want to like lose weight and they're using this drug as
I feel great about it.
I asked my doctor.
I feel so great.
He said no, because that's not what they're really. I mean, I don't know if some.
I kind of understood where Jackie was coming from. She spoke about that. She spoke about this on the episode, and I understand where she's coming from as a person with her issues.
But that's like any diet, Addie. If I went on like one diet, it was shakes, and I lost 30 pounds. The minute you stop drinking the shakes, you gain weight.
Yeah, that's right.
I went on another diet, same thing. And I am not sensitive, Mr. Yates. I love that Ozempic.
You saw my text?
I'm the last one. But seriously.
But I don't necessarily agree with all of what Jackie had to say, because I think that there are people who could really use it regardless of what it's for. And her thing was, she was saying she just didn't want, there's going to be a whole bunch of people who are going to have problems coming off of it. And everybody has the same issue with any diet you do.
That's right.
True.
Diet. But I have to say, I do not like the fact that people who need it cannot get it. They made 25 million shots for COVID in like a month. Don't tell me you can't mass produce Ozempic that's been out for 25 years and there's 8 other brand names of it. Get it going, people. Get it going.
25 years? Oh.
Yeah, Ozempic, my grandfather's been on it for 18 years alone, he said.
Oh, wow.
All of a sudden
I don't know if it's 25 years. Don't quote me. I'm just saying it's been out there
Well, you're
so
quoted
long
and you're
already.
going to hell for it. So
It's been out long enough to have a generic.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you have to get it on the black market almost if you want it for over here anyway. They're just not because there's a shortage, right? Over here.
I guess.
I think they're getting better, and I think you're going to have more generics, and because I don't know how long a patent lasts on a drug, but like there's more. When people say, "Oh, I'm not on Ozempic," it's because you're taking one of the sister drugs, but you're not taking the name brand.
Did you see what Mel B said? She's been on it for over a year, and
great.
she lost 50 pounds.
Wow.
Good
50?
job, Mel B.
Yeah, Mel B.
I'll let you know my progress when I start.
Yeah, but I do. I think there's good and bad to it. You're going to have. The only thing that I know is people have said that when they come off of it, like the weight gain is almost instantaneous and like double.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah,
it's
so
just
I
like
think
when you go on Atkins or keto and you never eat bread, and then all of a sudden you have one piece of bread and you're like gaining 25 pounds.
Oh my God.
A lot of that is
but,
water.
and I see, but I mean, you work out, and I think that you've got to be smart about it. It's like you can't just take this, drug and not eat healthy and not attempt to
Has to be a
change.
regimen.
I think we
you
reach
have
a
to
certain
attempt to
age as
change your
women.
habits.
We reach a certain age, and in our 40s, I walked 10 miles on Sunday and 5 miles on Monday. And I mean, I go to the gym during the week, and it just, at a certain age, it's very hard to get it off. And I have
100%.
back problems, and I have leg problems, and I have fibromyalgia. So like the weight adds to all of that, and it's your health at the end of the day. I could care less what size I fit into. I'm over that. I'm over that a long time ago.
Oh, well, it's the menopause, right?
Okay, well, we're like 40 minutes in. So like 3 sentences in to this recap. So we need to like get back on. So Jaden's birth mom. So we find out, he asked Rachel about like the adoption, and then the first bomb dropped by Rachel is that Jaden's birth mom was contacted by
Louis Flip.
Bodito.
Your face isn't red enough, John.
Keep holding your breath, and then you'll get there.
You're gonna have to wash your face in like food coloring or something.
Go.
I think he's gonna have a heart attack.
You're gonna have to take a Sharpie.
No.
Or at least get like a bad LED. Like change it to a red.
And then Melissa and Teresa have like this whole like namaste up your asshole back and forth.
Oh my God. I'm telling you,
which was fun.
he is trying so hard to check Melissa.
Not working.
Happening.
It's not working at all. I mean, like Teresa sounds more stupid.
You guys, she sounds dumb.
I mean, like, if you didn't think Teresa was dumb before, I mean, you would think her insults or her comebacks would be like better. Or
how she used pot kettle. The pot kettle thing.
Oh my God. How does Teresa have any fans left?
They showed that tweet. They showed that tweet that somebody tweeted her, Melissa wiped the floor with you. And she goes, are we watching the same show? Are we watching the same show? Like she sees herself. She is a true definition of a narcissist.
Awesome.
Teresa's like, I'm on the Pleo House Pals of New Hampshire for 13 seasons now. Okay, I'm the queen of this show. Okay.
Also the queen of passive aggressive. It's very annoying.
And then goofy Jennifer Aiden. Yeah. She's just like
she's like a little monkey
that was
with
great.
big lips on her side. No, she has proof. Every time Teresa talks, I have proof. Yes, she really does. I don't like it. No, she really doesn't. Louis is a good guy.
I
Yeah,
know.
he's
She's
really
like
good.
the one, but like, yeah, no.
You do great. You do it good.
She said that.
Guys, I'm on the Real Housewives in New Hampshire. Okay.
Like, yeah. You know.
I mean, New Mexico. So then, like, our two favorite Jews come out, Rachel, Jen Fessler, and
They need to
Jackie.
make Fessler a full
I
time.
love
Oh my God.
her,
I
and she
cannot get enough
looks
of her.
fabulous.
She does. And I love that she
the work did her great.
I love both Jen and Jackie.
Yeah,
Like,
she was like, yep, I had this done, I had this done, I had this done, and if I need more, you let me know. You
And
give me
big
that call next
I don't
season,
even like
I'll
recognize
schedule the
myself in the
appointment.
mirror.
I love her honesty, though. She said
Yeah.
straight up, Andy, I have my 1 minute. If you don't ask me back, I got to get it done now.
Brought it with Tony Soprano. I mean, come on now. She's not embarrassed. Sorry, James.
Why would she be?
Why would she? That's huge.
She said that people were saying stuff about her, that she was a tramp.
Did an interview.
People know that, you know, and they're forgetting.
Because he's dead and he can't, like, you know, refute the claim.
You know what? I don't think they were saying she was a tramp, though. I think they were like, oh,
yeah,
Tony
I got that wrong.
Soprano's like this big icon, Sopranos, and they're looking at her like he had sex with you. That's how they looked at her.
Yeah, that's
right.
That's so messed up.
Yeah,
and
right.
that was like
you know,
before,
like
he was on The Sopranos, like before he was like anything, you know. So yeah, like, and why would she make up a lie about that? You know, it's so random. Like, she could have said she slept with anybody, you know. I mean, like, and you know, James Gandolfini was, you know, I mean, like,
I 100% believe she slept with him.
I do
100.
too.
I do. Yeah.
I do too.
No issue believing that at all.
You know, and then Fessler's like, I had a facelift, a nose job, weight loss, lipo. I had 10 ribs removed. I had my brain shortened, my knees replaced.
Does that not bother anyone beside me?
What?
Like, does that not bother you ladies or the ladies in the chat? You were beautiful coming on the show. You filmed. Everybody loved your personality. I never even commented on how she looked. And then, boom, she gets the comments, she gets the negativity, and she's going under the knife. Like, why? Why do we all fall into that pressure?
When you get to a certain age, you're like going, oh, good Lord. We need some of this.
If there's any plastic surgeon here who's watching, I could use a whole new whatever. Like, I'm just saying.
I totally get it.
John,
you've been through something and you've worked hard and you want to get something done. I am all for it. I can't wait for the days I get it myself. But the minute they get on TV, they get a new face, a new stomach, a new butt, new arms, new toes, new legs. It's just like, I don't know. It's
you
just
start
so
seeing stuff. You see yourself on camera and you're like, oh, what?
Jackie and Jen, people offer, okay, blah, 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 blah. And then, like, you know, there's the back and forth with Teresa and Melissa about her calling her ex when she was drunk.
I love that in the chat they're still talking about Ozempic and what they eat and what they don't. I'm following you girls. I'm here for it.
Well, I want to get it. Send me some, Brooklyn.
Oh, I would totally do like Botox, 100%. Yeah, I do.
I do all that. Been there,
What
done
about
that.
fillers? Maybe I do I do.
John,
do what I do and don't ever frown or just leave your face completely blank and you're good.
Wait, hold on. Give me 1 second. I've never had Botox or anything.
No,
my eye bags. Oh shit! Hold on. What did I just do?
Don't use filters.
I've never used a filter.
Like I've had like people like talk about my eye bags. Is that why you were asking me if I have Botox?
No, because we're saying what we've done.
Yeah, they're talking in
what have we done?
No, like, my eye bags have been horrible, but like I've learned to manage that naturally. Like, and like, you know,
it's called duct tape.
There are horrible pictures of me on the internet with like my eye bags, like, you know,
they don't even look bad. I don't even see
there's
that.
no filter. I mean,
John, Cody wants you.
Go ahead.
John, look. If I just put a
now
little...
watch. Doc, I have Bill Aiden right behind me.
I have. Listen,
Get the marker out, Cody.
I have no.
Go ahead, get the marker. Here you go.
No, I don't need the marker.
Circle
I
my
have
fault.
duct tape. It's all good.
Go ahead.
So
Duct tape
I
is
put a little
everything.
piece of duct tape
Now watch.
here
Oh my God.
and here.
Don't get my contacts out.
Look,
That's a facelift.
There you go.
No. No.
we got it. I already got the duct tape, so
No.
bada boom.
I need
No.
heavy
They
duty
make
magnets.
tape
for duct
that
tape.
goes-
And now, if you really want to go,
Oh,
I
God.
could do like something up here, and, like I could do like to the side lift, like I don't
Is
know.
this what you were doing in spare time?
I'm with you perfectly.
Or you could just put all this stuff. Whoa. Whoa.
But I would have. Please, if it's a plastic surgeon, I will pimp myself out for your practice. If you want to come and take care of me and give me shots and take my eye bags away and do whatever you gotta do.
I need a sack lift.
Mel B, I take every one of those things, so I'm right there with you.
Cody. That's disturbing.
I do. I need
Buddy, I give you credit, man. I would have taken it off a long time ago.
carrying these things are way. Oh my God, they're horrible.
They just hang low.
They did, and they wobble to and fro.
Yep. And
As we speak, I have a vial of Botox in my fridge, and I have one full filler for lip injections in my fridge in the needle, ready to
You
go.
give yourself Botox?
No, I have someone come to the house now.
Oh, okay.
But when he came last week, I had a fever blister, so he couldn't do my filler, and I didn't want to finish my Botox until next month. So he goes, put it in the fridge. But I'm so tempted to go open that fridge and shoot myself up.
That's what he
Just
said.
being honest.
Or she said.
Yeah. Because I've had it for migraines, but it wasn't effective with migraines
Nah,
either.
it's better for cosmetology purposes.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying, with migraines, it's only about like a 22% success rate because it either works or it doesn't. So my pain doctor, at the end of the day, he'd be like, okay, because once you open the vial, you have to use it all. And he'd be like, you want any work done? Whatever you want to shoot up, doc, you go right ahead.
Well, it's great.
I don't know if
because
you want to say that, but
I don't make expressions. Like my forehead doesn't move.
What's happening here? What?
Other way.
Cody's in the chair. Look at Cody in the chair right now.
Can you guys see my lip?
Look at Cody in the chair.
Yeah.
Look at him.
What's
I
that?
got-
Oh.
Can you see my lip?
Yes.
I got herpes in Aruba.
Oh, Jesus.
Isn't that
Pulling
gorgeous?
out the randoms.
Oh my God.
You're part of the 25%
was
of
that upstairs or downstairs?
Oh my God.
It was right here. Mhm.
Been there,
It's
done
so
that.
common.
I actually saw a doctor while I was in Aruba. I'm like, oh my God, there's something on my lip. And I've never had it before. And I wasn't kissing anybody in Aruba.
I gotta start the.
Oh, people have you get it in the weirdest
Cold
ways.
sores.
You got fever blisters, often that's what it is. It's
He said it was because I
Yeah.
went into the sun so
Yeah.
hard. But
and you can pass it on to your kids.
88% of people have like cold sores, which is what
Yeah.
that is.
It's a virus.
How embarrassing.
It's in your body. It's a virus in your body, so it comes out twice a
Where's
year.
my book?
I guess I had it as a teenager, but not since then.
Yeah.
So 49 years old, and all of a sudden
Before your phone.
on vacation is always nice.
Well, Teresa, thank you for spilling these intimate details about your Aruban herpes.
It's a special kind over there.
Did you get high off it at least?
Mm-hmm. Off the
Does she not look high, John?
Did you get the Aruban Ganjan herpes? Like,
I got the meds for it and everything.
She looks high to me.
oh my God! Wait till tomorrow or right now.
I mean,
We don't wait.
Teddy, all
Where
over
did
me.
you get that from?
Aruba.
John, are you looking at her?
I have to do this every night to stay young, guys.
Is that Sutton with her little face thing that she rubs on her face, the little face thingy?
You guys
Oh.
name it. Teddy owns it.
Face
This
roller.
is-
What is that? Like the
Yeah, that thing that Sutton rolled on her face, like to.
What's it made out of?
Red light there.
Yeah, you're supposed to throw
Vibrator.
those in the freezer and roll them.
What's
Not
it
this
supposed to
one.
do to you?
It's you put collagen on your face, which of course I did.
Oh, I
But
take
there's a lot of other things on my face tonight. But and then you go.
We'll have to take a field trip to Teddy's house. John, where did you find her?
I found her when we did the casting call for the Housewives panel, which you're all on right now. So there it is.
You started out so quiet.
My
Didn't
mom
want
said,
to
"How'd you get that job?" And I said,
Do you
"I
remember when she was shy and didn't speak?
I was boring."
Guys, I need to say something.
Can I just tell you?
Wicked got my golden buzzer, and Brooklyn got Cody's, right?
And I got
Yeah.
Georgie gave me a remember Georgie.
and Teddy came in third.
How
But we
fitting
give
is
her a
that she
golden
got the
ticket
cat?
anyway.
So you gotta do this
Little bit of
under your
confetti
chin.
afterwards,
You don't have
yeah.
the turkey neck, right?
Okay.
Takes a
What
long
was your
time.
golden ticket, Cody? What did you answer for Cody's question?
I don't even know what the question was.
Mine was
100th housewife.
Slate. What was it? The 100th housewife, Peggy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Slade?
Peggy. And Brickett got my question for like it was Eddie Cibrian, the Northern Lights. And you
Yeah.
were like, Northern Lights. I'm like, oh my god, I
said
cannot
yes.
believe she knows that. I was like, I cannot believe she knows that. That is a Housewives fan right there. That got my buzzer right there.
I remember messaging you saying, "Listen, I know that I suck. I don't know anything." And you're
No,
just trying
you
to be
did
nice
good
to
that
me.
night.
You're just trying to be nice to me, and he's like, "No, it's okay."
No, you did good. You did good. You did good. You wouldn't be here if you didn't.
Right.
And look how lucky we are to have
mean-
you right here. Now.
And all your props.
Like,
Mhm. I said
Oh.
I was telling my husband, I go, they think I have a lot of stuff next to me on the couch. They don't. I hardly had anything that night. This is all my stuff.
oh my god.
Normal
Okay,
stuff.
we have to get back to the show.
Okay, come on, back to the show.
We're an hour
All
in.
right.
They're gonna
So
think I'm a narcissist. to Talk
So
about.
we then find out.
Teresa's like, oh my God, I can't believe that you're wanting to call your ex-boyfriend. I mean, my brother.
You just said you're done with him. You're never going to see them again. You can't stand them. You're cleansed. Why do you keep referring to if your brother's going to be upset about something she said? Get over yourself.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, can you really get mad? You know, oh, let me call my ex-boyfriend. Okay, what, 25 years later, you still have his phone number? That's impressive, because they probably really didn't have cell
It's
phones
just
back
a
then.
saying. Like,
I
you get
know.
drunk, you know? It's just a saying, like, she texted my ex-boyfriend. I mean, come on, stop. You're fishing for things. You're fishing.
And how often does Teresa actually call him Joey?
Oh, Joey.
That's
Joey.
coming up. That's coming
Joey.
up. But I watched from season 1
Yeah, you're
all
right.
the way through, and
I was sitting there in mind, think about it.
not hear her say that. But now
Teddy,
all of
you're
a sudden,
kind of turning me on a little bit, like with what you're doing, and like you're distracting me. I don't know. Like I don't know what you're literally lighting up my boards right now.
Oh, I'm lighting them right
so-
up.
But yes.
You're
yes.
gonna go.
We
You
find
might
out
start batting for the other side.
Then we find out that Jan's ex-husband, Margaret's ex-husband Jan, passed away last year, which is sad.
But can we
And-
just talk about how shady Andy was? Oh, so, you were giving him, head driving down the highway? Is that because y'all didn't have a
wait.
place to go?
But before we get to that,
He's not wrong.
you see
He's
this
not
scene.
wrong.
You see the scene where the husbands start walking in, right? So all the husbands start coming in, and then there's Louis, bare-chested, with his hard nipple. He tweaked his nipples, right?
I actually went, ugh.
Yeah.
And why was Louis? Did he think he was on the beach at that compound resort? when like he did those videos about like to his ex.
John Yates, I wish you would have listened to that interview I told you about last month, because it explains so much about who Louis is. And for all of you, I am talking about on Dana Wilkie's podcast.
Okay.
If you don't know Dana Wilkie, she was from Beverly Hills. She was a friend. She had the
glasses. Am I
$25,000 sunglasses? That's Dana Wilkie.
If you guys can find her podcast, it's on Patreon. And his ex-business partner that's whole life got turned upside down and lost every dime he ever had because of Louis, tells you about Louis's past, and it is jaw-dropping. It really is.
Wow.
And did I see, John? Did I see in the last couple of days that one of his ex-fiancés put a restraining order on against him?
I posted that last night, courtesy.
Yes.
And yes, Louis's ex-wife has now placed has placed a restraining order against him.
Yes.
And that was my post yesterday. Like,
why now?
Bo Dietl?
Why now?
Why
Moment
now?
of silence for the restraining order?
Well, she's a therapist, right? I think, or something. And then did you read the story about how they sent in someone with a different name to get therapy from her?
Drop the link. One of my mods, can you find Dana Wilkie's podcast? So you could drop the link in the chat.
It's on Patreon. I believe you have to pay to listen to that one thing. I'm not sure, but I think I did. And it was worth it.
There you go. But why was Lou in it? You see, like all the guys were wearing hoodies and jackets.
Yeah.
It was cold out when they only filmed it, a few months back. So it was cold here in New York City in March. It's never hot in March. No one in New York City is walking around bare chested, unless they're on a lot of drugs and they're feeling it. There you go.
And he's in love. He's in love with himself too, right? So guys like that, I know a guy like that. He's always got his shirt off.
Who? And this is his first reunion, and he's walking around bare chested.
I know.
And they're all in jackets, drinking hot coffee, and he's like,
here. I am all here for Tanya.
Put your eyes up.
Nipples.
I am all here.
Cody, come hold his eyes back again.
I cannot wait till Frank Tanya comes out.
Yeah, I would be afraid of him.
He never ever gets involved, ever.
Again, Melissa intimated to Louis, why are your eyes so big? Why are you so crazy right now? Was no one thinking Louis, why are you naked and walking around? It's fucking March. And I've been in New York City sets and stages. It's always cold. I mean,
didn't it snow in March?
Yes.
Welcome to Canada.
It snows in April here. It's so cold.
Yeah. Maybe next time he'll have them pierced or something like that.
Probably.
He probably has his.
Probably already are.
He's got Albert pierced.
Prince Albert, probably. I see that.
I have a question about. Did anyone else also hear about Teresa owing supposedly $1 million on her?
Yeah, she owes a couple tax liens for over $1 million right now.
So, as if she does that all over again when she gets out of prison.
A leopard doesn't change their spots.
Yep.
So, they don't. There she is with this extravagant wedding and all that, and she owes all this money.
John, I want that tea that you said you had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Yates.
Are we tea time yet?
Wait, what, huh?
I would like some of the tea to be spilled that you said you had.
It goes to Danielle, so I'm not going to get to it.
Okay.
We get to the Danielle part.
Well, let's hurry up and speak through this one.
Shit. I am trying here my best.
Get those super chats going, guys. I can't do it.
Get the Admiral to get to let's get this going.
Squirrel.
Okay, so
How many of
our
us have
lives used to be like an hour, like clear and cut, and now it's gone on to this weird, like where it's like like a Jerry
72
Lewis
hours
marathon.
later, and we're 5 minutes in.
Please donate to
We're
muscular
talkers.
dystrophy at the end of this live, and it's crazy. But listen, the reason why they're so long these days is because we're having fun, and I would rather have fun and stretch it out. I mean, none of us here are trying to stretch this out longer than it needs to be. I promise you. Everybody here has
Promise.
commitments and jobs and places they need to be. So, but with that being said, let me move on. So, then we get to the point, the fact with Laura. Andy brings up Laura to Margaret, and Margaret says that she tried to get her on the show, and
Teresa, you tried to get her on. That's
and
what she said.
which she said over and over again. Margaret's been very clear about that she tried, and I met Laura. I've hung out with her. Like, I didn't know, like, I was shocked to hear.
And Andy said that he knew she tried to get on. He didn't want her.
Is Cody
Oh my
naked?
God, Teresa, you may have your oh my God.
What is Cody doing?
I have the real Teresa Giudice right here next to me.
Oh,
No way.
Stop.
And they say you don't know people?
Exactly.
It was done.
Oh my God, right here in my living room.
Here she comes.
Somebody has to teach me how to send a super chat when I'm on my phone.
I can.
I'm in New Jersey, so like it's a small state. It's a 4 small states, so like housewives shop here all the time.
Rhode Island.
I saw pictures of me hanging out with Dolores on the boardwalk, so like I'm not lying.
Brooklyn. See that,
Yeah,
Brooklyn?
I don't have that symbol.
You don't have a money sign next to where you type in the chat. There should be a money.
Not when you're on your phone on YouTube. I'm on my phone.
Mine does.
Yeah, but I'm using my phone for the live.
It's not there on what we're all on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't come up on StreamYard.
Right.
There's so many funny things I want to send super chats for.
So, I'm trying to wrangle this in because I don't want to get yelled at for this taking too long.
What do you mean? People like hearing us talk. What's your problem, John?
I will tell you
love
what.
us. Go to bed. We'll do it.
Addie.
Well, don't say that because Teddy was up on her own a few days ago.
Teddy was already in bed when she was up on her own.
She didn't fare so well by herself, did she?
Like this, like drool coming out of
Yeah.
Who's that woman? Is
Poor
she
Teddy.
asleep? Is she asleep?
Poor Teddy was up by herself.
We're gonna have to ask Teddy. Teddy, have you taken your sleeping pill yet?
Yeah,
and if she says
Teddy.
yes, we're just to ignore her.
I would like to let everyone know I don't have like
Put a PSA out there, Teddy. It's your PSA time.
It's the narcolepsy. I don't have that. I taken medicine and then I said, "Hey, let me up."
You know what it
Because
is?
it seemed like a great idea.
Jay Freak, I don't know if she's
Y'all don't
a
even
coward
need
or if
me.
she just
You
knows
wouldn't- why
how
am
to
I
deal
even
with her
here?
crap.
You wouldn't be the first that has happened to.
John. You got the tea.
You would not be the first person who has fallen asleep on a live.
Yeah, the thing is,
Join the club.
he left me and I was oh guys, I wasn't just falling asleep. I was freaking eating a donut.
Yes.
Did you see that? Apparently I had donuts.
You were immortalized forever.
I was like this. Like, good thing.
All while you were trying to listen to your phone and find things for him.
And imagine if you guys started, like, if I started choking.
And your face was the best, Teddy.
Oh my God.
It was funny.
Eating it. Like, good thing I didn't need the Heimlich or something, right? Oh my God, that's embarrassing. I just about died when I woke up.
It happened.
Not to me though.
First time for everything.
Yes, there's definitely.
Says the woman who's got a crown on her head right now.
So this one creator in the chat, like everyone kept saying, "Who is that woman?" And all the creator said was, "That's one of his subs. Her name's Teddy."
Guys, I have Teresa Judice, and she's very upset that Teddy's on this chat right now, posing as her. There's stuff happening here in Shady.
For all the people out there that think John doesn't know anybody,
I think the smoke and the fires are getting to everybody.
I think.
And but blame it on your lying, cheating, cold, dead beating, two-time double dealing.
I am so happy when he likes
lovely heart. What?
Copyright.
Now I got to get him into some Eminem.
Oh yeah, this looks like a good job for me. Just
oh my God, Teresa, stop taking my notes away from me. You're so evil.
My
right, Addie. That's Eminem, right?
What is it? I'm sorry.
Guess who's back?
Stealing it from me.
back again.
Yeah.
Being a bitch.
Where is my note? Where's my notebook?
Marshall
Why
Mathers
is
is my
Teresa
Friday
beating
night
the crap
fun.
out of you?
hold on.
Where's my notebook?
I don't know. I gave it to you before, you nerd.
How many of us have ADD in this panel?
Oh, I do. 100%.
Oh my goodness! What one?
Brooklyn,
Five. No,
Wicked, you do.
I don't know.
not.
Do you? I do.
You know way. You're so focused. Thank you. You can't possibly have it. I have it for sure. Clearly. John for sure. I'm gonna say Brooklyn maybe.
Eh.
I have
other
monitors.
DVDs.
That's what you. That's how I know what. Yeah.
Not a bad
Oh,
thing,
yeah.
right? It's a good thing. The
I
devil.
require.
I saw that on your IG. Whisper back. At least I didn't lose my gold. And by the way, I didn't get the joke. So can you explain it? When I read it on Instagram earlier.
Okay, so you've never heard Devil Went Down to Georgia?
I didn't hear it either.
I don't know if I have. Is that a song?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who's it by?
I've recently started liking country music. Oh my God. Okay, so we have hold on. We have somebody here who is desperate. Who is desperate to talk.
Okay.
And say I don't have contacts. Go ahead.
And he's gonna blame us for talking.
He's gonna
Charlie
blow my
Daniels.
costume right out of the water here. Oh my God. Wicked.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
You look
Still
beautiful.
know my Lucy like I do.
Oh.
You look so I love the crown.
You know what,
It looks
Teresa?
like a
This
very
is
nice
your
crown,
best look
too.
yet.
That's actually a beautiful crown.
Yes, I'm jealous. Can we get it up
Louis
close
got
to
it
the
for
crown?
me, 'cause
Bring
he
your
loves me
face
so
closer.
much.
Bring your
Yeah.
face closer, Teresa.
I love Teresa. She's
Can we see the
magical.
crown?
I got Bodito
She's
on
magical.
everybody.
Show your hard nipples.
I got my hard nipples here. We're not,
Yeah, you gotta make
we're
sure
not
them,
fucking around here.
make sure you put ice on them.
Let's play.
Let's play. Let's play. I got Arsenal
I
for
know
all you.
everything.
I
I
love
know
my other
everything.
Teresa
Let's
in
play.
here too.
Any
Okay.
tree huggers in the
Yeah.
chat?
Tree stumps, where are you?
I don't think so, Addie.
Where,
So, Teresa,
Where's
can I
our
ask
Paul and
who
Adam
made
in
that
this?
nice foil dress?
that's a zoom in on that crown. Put your
Who's
head
that
up.
by?
That. Oh,
Yeah, that's nice.
that is really nice. Thank
I'm
you.
jealous. I'm gonna have to order one tomorrow.
What kind of
Teresa.com.
who are you wearing tonight, Teresa?
Yes.
I'm wearing anybody that actually gave it to me.
beautiful.
Anybody that gave it to me, I'm wearing it.
What is that, anyways? Is it tinfoil?
It's gold
Actually,
May.
to be honest with you, I was very creative and I took it from the wrapping.
Paper.
Cody. No,
I took it from the wrapping
it's
of
gold
one of
lame.
our paper things. that was gold. So
Oh my God.
My fiance, my husband. I love him so much. I love him so much. I'm in my love bubble right now. Don't bother me.
Beautiful.
Don't bother me. I love him. We're,
John, make sure your nipples are hard.
He's so
Run some ice
great.
on them.
Yeah,
He's
rub
so
some ice.
Beautiful.
Tomorrow when you're asking why do your cheeks hurt?
You okay, babe? You okay, babe?
Yeah, I'm okay.
You okay, babe? My brother is an asshole. No. We're gonna get Joe. Let's play. Let's play. Let's play.
Everybody.
Teresa, I hear you like it when he sits down to pee.
Oh my God. What in the
See,
world?
people don't care
Lord.
that you're longer than an hour.
I may have to save this for like. maybe,
John, you
like,
gotta put flour on your
tomorrow's-
face.
Like tomorrow's like
Under his
foreload.
You could use a shave.
A wax.
A wax.
Well, the chat says this is
That's
better
what
than
they
the
say
actual
downstairs
show.
too. But you know what? His mouth
They like
doesn't
it from-
stop.
Yeah. Can you also say if it's okay if we're going over the allotted hour?
Hour. Aren't we like 3 normally?
So, yeah.
You got to get up for. Oh, never mind.
All the work we do.
All
Do
the
you
A lot
work.
of
see,
work
like,
to keep
what
these
kind of
lives
service
going.
we give y'all?
Mm,
Like,
something else.
and I had to go to the barber and actually cut this wig and everything else for this good time evening tonight. Ow, now it's really
Okay,
stuck in my
so-
mouth.
Okay.
Laura, so then Margaret says that she tried to get on the show and Teresa. Well, Margaret, why don't you tell her how you tried to get her on the show? And Andy was like, she just fucking said that.
Yeah.
Like,
Like, she's been trying.
oh,
Oh, my
Too
goodness.
funny.
I'll go with
it was good. It was good.
That was
good,
great.
Cody wins.
And then Margaret says that she was told that if you want to bring drama, like you have a
Right.
good chance to get on the show. And then Teresa tried to vouch for her after like they met in secret and private. Andy asked Jen, like, why did you hang out with her? And she was like, oh, my season was airing, so I wanted to get even, pretty much. Sorry, I'm out of breath. That was a lot.
You just
I
had
Holding your breath.
I need a second.
need to do your namaste. There you go. There you go.
the namaste, I'll shove it up my ass.
I'm gonna have to do backward Teresa dog position to clear my chakras.
Maybe
And,
Teresa needs to run around naked.
Oh,
on a
Addie,
with
did
a whole bunch
you
of
gift
girls.
memberships? Thank you,
Addie,
Addie.
did you gift memberships?
Yes.
Who got them?
But doesn't everyone have to have
I
one?
can't see them.
Rach
So-
got one.
Coco got one. Sunflower
like-
Marie got one. Rach got one. Ruben's watching got one. And Patty got one.
Who's Ruben's watching? Who are you,
Ruben.
Ruben?
I bet
Hi,
you.
Ruben.
Who are you, Ruben? A lot of people like buy memberships to out people who are haters who are watching.
Ooh, I didn't know
Oh.
that.
Oh, yes.
Interesting.
That's a weapon they use. They gift memberships to see which haters are watching the channel.
I did it for a nice reason.
I know you did. I'm just saying this is what some people do on the YouTube streets. We don't know that. Addie was Addie's my Beverly Crusher, so she was doing it out of kindness. Like, okay, I'm Riker, she's Crusher, we have our Admiral, and we're good. So,
Yes, we are a thing.
Addie, unless you want to be Troy.
No, I'd
I
rather
have
be
not a
Riker.
clue who they are talking about.
Me
Just for the
either.
record.
What are you talking about?
Star
I'd rather
Trek.
be Crusher.
So Addie's my Crusher, I'm Riker, and
What does it mean?
Not a clue.
Nope. Annie's crusher.
Is it a show?
I'm Carmela
You're
Soprano.
Worf.
Oh yeah.
You're Worf.
Cody, but
I love Worf.
Worf is one of my favorites.
He's
Just
the
for
best.
the record, I had my camera off so long
It's Star
because
Trek.
I worked like 12 hours today and I had to eat. And I know that's so not nice to do on YouTube.
Don't you hate it?
Okay, so Cody calls Beverly's son. He wants to be Wesley Crusher. So
Yes,
Cody
Wesley.
calls Wesley.
Still don't
And
know.
that's it.
So, okay.
So where are we at in the reunion?
I don't
Okay,
know.
let's
Who
talk
cares?
about Danielle.
So then, so it's being brought up that this is where Danielle finds out that she was set up.
Oh, I have a T
And
here now.
doesn't care.
Yeah, and she was like, "Oh, I don't think that they meant to set me up."
Okay, so I would play my breaking news clip, but it'll get me in trouble.
Okay.
Everybody sing breaking news music. Bah, bah, bah.
And I can't. Breaking news. Do 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 do. Ba 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 ba. Breaking news. John Yates. Go ahead.
That would be your job. Go ahead.
No, okay, so all right, fine. It comes across that we find out that Jen Aiden had already told Melissa on the phone about the cheating rumor. So, and Melissa knew. So, and then we already know that Teresa and Louie called Joe over without Melissa to talk about the cheating rumor.
So dramatic.
So, and Teresa has her lap dogs, right? And Jen's the biggest. I mean, Jen almost looks like a poodle at this point. That's what she does.
I don't know why it was that big of a deal that Teresa.
Ricky, can you get your dog to bark, because that's Jen Aiden?
Eddie, Eduardo, come here. I'll get the Mexican cartel dog here.
You're racist. You can't say Mexican. So
I love Mexico, just to be clear.
We find out, and then like Danielle's sitting on the couch, and like everyone's saying they manipulated Danielle, which they did.
Yes,
100%.
and I think she did go back in
And
the
she
back.
doesn't even care.
She
Because
cared.
she
I think
so
I heard
badly
her today.
wants
She
to
went
be
back
up their butt.
and she made a comment like they manipulated me.
And backstage, when Nate was coming up, she goes backstage off camera, but she has a hot mic. And she's saying, they set me up. But on the couch, Danielle was like, I'm not a pawn. But if you looked at Danielle's facial expressions, you could see defeat written over her, all over her
And
face.
then Jennifer literally says at the reunion, well, it was the finale and we had to make it a finale. And Andy's sitting there going, you don't say that. Like, this is a show.
Right. Like
that we know.
Right. And, this was the narrative. This is how it played out. No, boo-boo. That's how you were told to play it out.
Yep. And John, do you think that Rachel's name was Bravo Lover 1, 2, 3, 4? Do you think that's real?
Yeah, actually, I do. No, it's been proven. I mean, I like Rachel. I'm not gonna lie.
I like it too.
Like Rachel was like a super fan, but so was Jennifer.
Yes.
So
And
like
it's
I
obvious.
don't know why Jennifer is trying to dog
That's
Rachel
my
out.
point. Like, why didn't they say, Jennifer, you went to 3 posh shows to try and get on the show? You built your house to be on
and
the
Rachel
show.
did not fight when she said that. But that was totally Rachel. She was a super fan, just like we all are. And if Andy Cohen says, "Hey, John Yates, I want you on the show," see taping, I'd be like, "Hell yeah, fucking Andy, I will see you shortly." But Rachel was a Bravo lover, but so is Jennifer.
Yeah.
How do you think Jennifer got on the show?
But I think
go ahead.
Jennifer's trying to say that Rachel never watched the show, which I don't believe. I mean, she had some basis of knowledge for the show.
No, Rachel's a Bravo lover.
Right. But then in that same breath, Jennifer Aiden saying, oh, well, here she's a Bravo fan, but she's saying she never watched the show.
Yeah.
because she got on the show, so she probably wanted to save face, right? But like on last year's reunion, it was brought up how Jennifer was a super fan of the show.
Right.
And that's how she got on.
She was.
So, I mean, like
we said, she was at 2 posh shows in the past. She built her house and changed the deadline to meet filming for season 1.
Oh.
I mean, so yeah, like, you know, you're gonna have super fans of the show get on. So I didn't think much of that. But what I can tell you is that I have a source.
Spill it.
And I did question my source about. I said to the source, I said, "Well, I heard Rachel backstage saying that she was set up. Did she? Danielle. And I said, did Danielle come around and see the light? And that source said no.
What do you mean? I don't understand.
Right now.
Understand. What does that
So
mean?
I don't understand what you're saying.
Danielle is still doing Teresa's and Jennifer's work.
Yeah, we all know that. They're in pictures together.
Yeah, but you
together. We don't understand what you're saying. Is like, you know what I mean? We don't get what you're saying.
You heard, okay, so the last scene tonight on tonight's show, last night's show, you heard Danielle in the dressing room with Nate, and she was saying, they set me up, right?
Yeah.
So Danielle is still on their side.
Yeah, you could tell because of social media. She's in pictures last week with Jen and Teresa at a party.
Right.
She's
but
up
not
there
everybody
behind
them on IG.
And what kind of character does that show you about
horrible?
She
just
and can
wants
you
to be
wonder
in it.
why her brother hates her?
Yeah.
I mean,
she just wants to be on their team. Done.
There's so much more to this brother story, and
more
I find out on the show and behind the scenes, the more I'm like, oh my god, wow, I get it.
So we know the brother's name, right? Has anybody Googled him or seen what he looks like?
No, I'm not gonna. No, I'm not like that.
I am. I'm gonna Google him later.
I
am so like that.
You can be that one. You do that.
I'm definitely like that.
I for people who don't want to get involved, like,
No, I just want to see what he looks like.
Okay.
She, just to see.
But you could hear Danielle in the dressing room, and I might not be saying as much as I know right now. I might be saving some of it for next week.
Okay.
But I just Danielle's like, I'm not a pawn. Even Andy said, "Bitch, you a pawn." Teresa needs the numbers, and it's just Teresa, Danielle, and Jen.
I've actually never heard.
The three most uneducated people on the planet. Like the way they speak and how they carry their diction,
how they carry
themselves, like how they, God, like I wouldn't put any of them graduating 7th grade.
First of all, even if Jennifer does believe that Louis is shady or does think crappy of Louis, she will never tell Teresa that because she's up her ass. Second of all, Danielle is like a mini Jen. They're all alike. They're three peas in a pod.
And like Cody just said, about Caroline, and I
would say you're garbage.
Right, and I'll say this about and Caroline, you say, "Listen, I'll be Caroline. Listen."
Do you want me to cut the wig even shorter, Justin?
You can put lipstick on a pig. Guess what? It's still a pig.
It's still Teresa at the end of the day.
Look at her character. Caroline was her aunt. She called Caroline for advice. Caroline pulled strings and vouched for her to get on the show. They asked Caroline, have you spoke to her? She says, no, not since she's on the show. I have not spoke. She hasn't called me once. That shows who she is. And not for nothing, I have never watched a reunion where one of the
Kylie.
castmates
I mean, Vault.
have
Kylie.
actually
I
said
don't know, so.
on the reunion that the finale is set up. Of course, we know it, but this was the first time I've ever watched a reunion where one of them admitted that the finale was fake. Do you know what I mean? I was surprised Andy didn't say more to that, because why would you tell everybody that? Why would you tell everybody, yeah, Melissa knew, and yeah, I knew she knew, and yeah, it was just for the finale.
Yeah.
You know?
So then we find out that then Margaret, you know, a lot of people don't know this, and like Margaret's kept this close to the vest. Like when I met Margaret the first time, I had no idea. You know, Margaret does have like one son, a natural son with her and Jan.
With Jan.
Yes. And not many people know that. You know, her son does not want to be involved
Right.
with this show. And we find out that Louis called Margaret's son
No.
his job.
I have to tell you, Margaret's son is like the best kept secret, because I have never once seen a picture of him. I have no idea think about it. They live in Jersey. She's on one of the most popular shows in the country. Everybody's family's photographed, not even like a photograph out, nothing. I've never seen one thing of what he looks like.
And you won't.
Is that not crazy?
He doesn't want to be like included.
No, I get it, John, but there are people like Erica Jane. You hear nothing about his son, but there's a couple pictures of him out there.
Yeah,
you know
a couple. You know, and Erica posted him because Erica's son's a cop.
I know.
And there are certain kids that, you know, on the hills, or who is the kid? Bruce Jenner. Oh, I'm sorry. Caitlyn Jenner's son, who was never on the show.
Oh,
Brody.
Brody. Yeah.
Did you ever see Brody on with the Kardashians?
Yeah. No, I know who he is, but I've never seen him with the Kardashians.
Right.
Yeah.
Because there are kids that don't want to be included.
Even a picture, like nothing. Not one of the biggest shows in the country, and you can't even Google like a picture of him.
They've done a great job. Her son does not want to be talked about.
Yep.
And
Wendy, I'm invincible because I worked 12 hours today and I had to eat while I was doing the live, which I would never do on camera.
And they talk about, like, you know, stuff, and
I think they did a crazy, amazing job, because I have no clue what he looks like. He lives there. Even like, you know that he's friends
and
with
I
everybody
actually
his
can't
mother's
believe
friends
that
with.
even like it was discussed, because like not many people know that Margaret, you know,
Right.
they talk about Margaret and her stepkids, and like, you know,
Right.
But like not many people know that Margaret does have an actual son, like,
Right.
you know,
Biological son.
right.
You never even hear her refer, like,
No,
all these years on the
he
show,
does
you
not
never hear her
want
say, when
to
I
be
was
talked
pregnant.
about.
He wants a normal life.
Yeah.
No, but I'm just saying, aside from him, you never even hear, they're all sitting around talking about when they had kids. You never even hear her say, when I was pregnant, or I crave that, or you never even hear her refer to being a mom ever.
Because he does not want to be included, and Margaret knows better to talk about him. Like,
She's very calculated. She's very smart.
Well, no, she wants to protect her son. Like, what's wrong with that?
No, nothing. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. I'm just saying we live in the age of technology, right? So even though he doesn't want to be on the show and she doesn't want to speak about him, there is still pictures everywhere, videos everywhere. And for 8 years, there hasn't been one thing of him.
They did a
Yeah,
good
that's
job.
it. They've done a good job.
Yep.
Like, even if they have a party for the grandmother and it's not on the show, and there's a million videos on social media, you won't get a glimpse of anyone that looks like her son.
I've never even seen like what her son looks like.
Right.
Well, like, all I know, you know, and I found this out because like when we were hanging out with Margaret, her son called her, and
no, she said it on the show, John.
And I'm like, oh my God, Margaret, like, and she's like, yeah. She goes, but please, John.
But
And
she,
I
George,
never
she
said
said
a
it on
word.
the
I
show.
never said a word. This,
Yeah.
this is back in 2018. I'm talking about.
Oh, okay, because she did say it like second
Yeah,
season
no, this
in
is
or
back in
first season in.
2018. Like, Margaret's first season.
Uh-huh.
So, and I never have. And like, I was actually surprised to hear Margaret talk about it today. But there goes Louis, you know, with his Bo Dietl, and, you know, and then we're gonna find out how, like, you know, he screwed with John Fuda's right, and then we find out that Frankie Jr. Catania has now been let go of Louis' job because it's out of business.
And he didn't even know. He didn't even tell the kid. Just shut the doors and never even gave the kid a heads up. But it's crazy because Frank, who never says a word, never gets involved in the drama. He's coming in hot. And Dolores is going to shut him down because she knows if she doesn't, she's going to have problems with Teresa.
Hair on top of your head when you got married that costs about almost what? $3,000.
Thank you, Wendy.
Fake hair on top of her head.
You know, perfectly. I don't think it was calculated in a mean way. I mean, she calculated it in a good way. Like, she really, really knows what she's doing. I mean, she could be a PI. She's right up there with
she showed Andy like it was Louis' number. And like, listen, we get spoof calls. Like last night,
and she had the printout.
Last night on our live for 90 Day, people are calling my phone as Cody. And people are calling Cody's phone as me. You know, so we know how the spoof calls work, but Margaret went to the police and, like, you know, they showed that it was Louis' phone number.
Yeah.
And then we're going to find out that Louis also threatened the Fudas and Frank Catania. And like part 3 of this reunion
is the best part.
Is going to be off the train.
Wendy, we missed you last night, Wendy. We were looking for you.
Wendy, where have you been, girl?
We were looking for you.
Hi, Wendy.
Guys, I'm just going to remind you all one more time. I don't want to be annoying, but if anybody sends a super chat tonight, it's for a very good cause. All the super chats tonight, which we can't tell you now, but it's for a very good cause. So if you want to donate to the cause, put one up. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, honestly, super chats, I get paid at the end of next month for them. I mean, it doesn't matter. I appreciate everything. But whatever. Like, you know, Margaret, like, you know, this is why Margaret said this, to make this clear. And let me make this so clear so you understand it. Margaret has avoided, I think tonight was the first time she ever mentioned her son, right? Mm-hmm. In all the years, Margaret.
Other than just saying that she had a natural son, she did have one son with Jan. That was it.
Okay, so other than that, but Margaret said that because when Teresa was on Watch What Happens Live, like, you know, 2 weeks ago, Andy had asked Teresa, well, does Louis have this, you know, Bo Dietl guy digging up? And Teresa said, no. And now it's back to, yes, he does. So the reason why Margaret said that was because he does have files on everybody.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Thank you, Wendy.
Wendy, you're so sweet, and you always are. Thank you.
But that's why Margaret brought this up, because Louis he did hire Bo. And like when we played Bo Dietl's live last week, or what he said, like, that was, you know, they're still friends. It was all bullshit.
Yep. He got those files on his own, John.
Right. So.
And Bo, she shouldn't be talking about who has money and who doesn't to get information, because Bo Dietl said Louis does not have money to pay me for what he's telling you guys I have. So then she turns around and she's putting other people down for not having money.
And God Almighty, part 3, like, you know, so, you know, Bo Dietl already had Louis contact, you know, Louis using Bo Dietl, I should say, found out where Margaret's son works and tried to, like, you know, blackmail him. I don't know, threaten him, whatever, you know, whatever. Louis then, you know, we find out that he's contacted the Fudas, right?
Yeah. Yep. Baby mama. baby mama Fuda.
Yep.
And then we find out, that Louis' business, this big thriving business, is out of business
now. Up for sale.
Out of business. Why?
And his new business that he's starting is so strange.
Look, but go Google his name and like do a deep dive into Louis Aurelius or whatever his name is.
Ruelas.
You will see, a lot of stuff. I have
a lot.
Yeah, we sure have.
But I mean, what does it say about his business when he doesn't even tell his employees, oh, hey, we're closing up. This happened. No, just they're not returning
when
my
you
calls.
close your business in the middle of the night. What does that tell you?
Right.
Fallon! I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What were you doing? Why did you have to close? Fallon! Why were you? Why? So
one more time.
Fallon! Why were you?
You hiding something?
Why? What are you hiding? Why are you leaving your employees out in the cold so you can build this 5-acre house that Teresa wants to brag about and make fun of people? So, and again, I'm going to go further with this. Did Louis scam everybody and get all this money from people? And now he had to fire everybody and close his business down after he, I know somebody else in the world who likes to scam people and rob people of money.
Who's that?
I know somebody who just threatens people and takes their money and robs them and robs their family. And I put nothing past Louis. And I would like to say that Teresa would be smart enough to know that, but Teresa is stupid. So there's that.
Teresa just wants the money. She just wants to
They
make
just
sure.
how did they just build a 5-acre home and Teresa's making fun of everybody for not having money. Meanwhile, Louis had to close his business down in the middle of the night and not tell anybody. What does that tell you? Teresa should know.
Yep.
She's in jail for it.
Shady beans.
This should be like
Pick some winners.
What does that tell people? Teresa went to jail for less than stellar things, and this whole and Teresa replaced no Judice with Louis. That's what she did. The same person.
She might be going back to jail, and she might be friends with the Chris.
Oh, poor Teddy. Teddy passed out.
She might be friends with the Chrisley bitch.
But it's really weird that
how many years do you think the cops are coming after them too?
3.
Max.
I don't know.
I'd say 3.
Well, like I said, Brooklyn, a leopard doesn't change their spots. Yeah. And for all Teresa's ignorance, I didn't know what Joe's was doing with the monies in the house.
You signed your name.
You signed your name. She just never thought she was going to get pinched for it. And that's, and now she went from one felon to another.
Yeah.
And she has no prenup. No prenup.
And they signed no prenup. Like, come on. Did we cover everything? Are we good?
I think we did.
Then they went back and forth about how Olivia, she wanted to be a Broadway star. Now she's going to be a therapist.
Oh my God. Okay. Have you seen Jennifer's daughter?
Yeah.
No way she was being a Broadway star. Sorry. And like Jennifer is so upset that and I'm sorry, I'm just being blunt as spoon because I don't care anymore. But Jennifer is so mad. Imagine Jennifer is so mad that like her daughter wants to be a doctor. How dare she?
Yeah.
Well, you didn't get it right, John. It's
what a horrible profession.
Therapist. It's a love.
How God forbid her daughter wants to be a doctor. The fucking audacity.
It's a love.
But yeah, that was about it. The Jennifer did say the one meeting with the doctor was fabulous.
Oh,
And
the doctor that passed away
yes.
8 years ago.
So she just goes hang out in the pool.
Reanimate a corpse of this counselor.
She just goes hang out in the pool house with him now. They just leave the kids up front. Just hang out together.
Like I have no sympathy for Jennifer and her daughter. Like her daughter is just like she's got no talent. She wants to be a Broadway star. Oh, and
she's annoying.
The one who's got the talent was Gia, in my opinion, when she was little.
I find her daughter a little annoying and outspoken. Like you're telling your mother to wear lingerie and not at 8 years old. I don't know.
Who does that?
That was weird to me, guys. Very strange.
And Jennifer's so mad that her daughter wants to be a doctor. Oh my God, the fucking nerve.
And where did she learn this about? What did she learn about this? She said she learned it on TikTok.
And then Jennifer says, "Oh, and I maybe believed a little bit of this because, Bill said I'm talking to people all day long. I'm a plastic surgeon, and when I come home, I don't want to walk into a house full of your father, you, the dog, the 4 kids, the 3 nannies, the housekeeper, your mother, and this, that, and the other." And I get that.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yep.
I can't.
He needs to decompress. It's too much.
You need a minute.
I want to do it.
Some me time.
Even when I come home sometimes, and I'm like, Cody, I need silence.
Yeah.
Just
I just need to. I need quiet, and I need to decompress. So I get that. I get that.
I don't need
but then Jennifer is like, but now, I'm in the pool house with him and we're hanging out and it's better. Thanks to, this psychologist that died in 1975. And they're using her reanimated corpse to, promote that woman. Like, does any.
But why are you in the pool house with him? Why aren't you in the main house? And
she gets lost in the main house.
Right, Wendy? Don't have married and gonna have kids. And don't fuck your medical who did the subordinate who did Billy and True? It was like a pharmaceutical rep, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So there's that too, Bill. Rep? Don't go to the Express Inn over there on Route 9 in Bergen County, right? So there's that, but I don't know.
Look at us getting stuff done under 2 hours.
Jennifer's saying that
was.
Look at Jennifer and her family. They don't have talent. Saying that her daughter was going to be a Broadway star when she's 9. Come on.
And now she wants to be a doctor.
And now, people, it's insane.
And she should be insulted that her kid wants to be a Broadway star.
And she's yelling at them, "Oh my God, guys, now my daughter wants to be a doctor. How dare you?"
I agree with Jay Freak.
Like a Broadway star. We haven't even heard her sing, nothing. Show me something. You can't just.
I've heard her say to her mother that she's wearing the wrong lingerie.
She's just annoying.
Yep.
God
horrible.
forgive me.
Well,
are we good?
Yes.
That was good. We're good. Can't wait till next week.
This was, I yelled. My son goes, "I hear you."
So this has been great. Now the end is going to be and I may know a couple of things about next week. I can't because I was sworn to secrecy, but I can promise you that it's gonna be good. So that's it. And when Brooklyn, you there, girl?
I'm here, girl.
When can you pencil me in for OC?
I will look at my schedule.
Okay.
I'm free any night.
Addie?
Whatever night we're not doing, except for Friday.
Except for Fridays. Okay, so maybe tomorrow night, perhaps. I don't know. We'll see. And I can't wait to watch.
I have Addie for Fridays.
Oh, well, Cody has her schedule. Cody has her penciled in, so Fridays are off.
I have Addie for my Fridays.
But, we'll see. And I want to thank everybody for the support tonight. And
Thank you guys.
Here and for my Teresa next to me, and for Teddy, the other Teresa who had narcolepsy and passed out. So
we love her, Teddy.
Her, right? You have to love her.
y'all have a great night. Thank you for being here. Good night. Bye.
Good night.
Bye.